HYDRO-GEDDON, the battle for Earth's last drops, begins in 2025. Water, the source of all life. For millennia, a shared resource. But in 2025, it's the new oil, the new gold, and the spark for a new generation of global conflict. Glaciers vanish, rivers run dry, and aquifers deplete at an alarming rate. This isn't a distant dystopia. This is HYDRO-GEDDON. Earth is warming, and its water cycle is broken. By 2024, extreme droughts and unprecedented floods became the norm. Now, in 2025, the UN reports that over half the world's population faces severe water scarcity for at least 1 month a year. As taps run dry, tensions boil over, turning ancient river valleys and shared basins into geopolitical battlegrounds worth trillions in agricultural output and human survival. Climate change isn't just an environmental issue, it's a threat multiplier. The Nile, lifeblood for 11 nations, is at the center of a standoff. Ethiopia's Grand Renaissance Dam, now fully operational in 2025, controls the flow to Egypt and Sudan, who see it as an existential threat. Downstream, Egypt conducts massive military drills, warning that all options are on the table. To the east, the Indus River, shared between India and Pakistan, is facing significant challenges. India's extensive upstream dam projects, combined with glacial melt, have raised concerns in Pakistan over water access. Meanwhile, large-scale dam constructions by China on the Mekong are affecting fisheries and agriculture across Southeast Asia, prompting Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand to strengthen regional cooperation through a Mekong Defense Pact. Even within nations, the fight is fierce. In the American West, states like California and Arizona are in a legal and political war over the dwindling Colorado River, with federal intervention barely holding back calls for secession by some communities. The new water barons, corporations, and covert control. It's not just nations. Mega corporations are buying up water rights globally, from aquifers in South America to privatizing municipal water in struggling African cities. By 2025, big water rivals big oil in lobbying power, pushing for deregulation and commodification. Indigenous communities and local farmers, from the Andes to rural India, are displaced as their ancestral water sources are fenced off. And then there's the shadowy world of virtual water, the hidden water embedded in food and goods. Nations with water deficits are increasingly reliant on imports, creating new dependencies. China, a water-stressed superpower, is on a global land grab for agricultural production in Africa and Latin America, effectively outsourcing its water crisis, while Russia uses grain exports as a geopolitical lever. The water crisis is a primary driver of mass migration and conflict in 2025. The Sahel region, already teetering, sees entire communities displaced by desertification, fueling extremist groups who exploit the chaos. Water refugees are crossing borders in unprecedented numbers, straining resources in host nations and triggering xenophobic backlashes in Europe and North America. The World Economic Forum now ranks water crises as a top global risk, surpassing even pandemics in its potential for systemic disruption. Food prices skyrocket, supply chains break, and the threat of water-fueled failed states becomes a terrifying reality. Solutions exist: advanced desalination, AI-powered water management, wastewater recycling, and drought-resistant crops. The UN Water Security Initiative calls for a global pact to treat water as a shared human right, not a commodity. But will innovation and diplomacy prevail over greed and nationalism? Israel, a leader in water tech, exports its solutions. Countries like Singapore offer models of water self-sufficiency. But for many, these are expensive dreams. The question remains, will we share the drops or fight? The battle for water is a battle for survival. It will define the 21st century. How we manage this shared precious resource will determine not just peace or war, but the very habitability of our planet. Water is the driver of nature. Leonardo da Vinci. Millions are facing a future without water. Join us at the Human Chronicle, subscribe, and become part of the conversation shaping solutions for universal water security.